Garmisch, 1978, English version, extract take 2.
This has not been the year for Franz Klammer. He has been beaten in the last 4 World Cup downhills. It is said that since his brother's downhill accident, Klammer hasn't been the same. The opening of the 1978 World Championships in Garmisch-Partenkirchen, West Germany, are still several days away. Yet here, in the men's downhill training, there is already a sense of intense competition. Each nation can place only 4 competitors in each event. The Austrian team, led by Klammer, has 5 downhillers currently ranked in the world's top 10. There is a new generation of racers following in Klammer's tracks. These younger athletes will be testing their skills against the older veterans like Bernard Russi, Gustavo Toni, Klammer. It is not an easy test. It is one that demands strength and suppleness. Here, there is a fine line between brute force and extreme sensitivity. Austria's Josef Balker has won the previous 2 World Cup downhills. Herbert Planck of Italy also has 2 downhill wins this season, yet 24-year-old Klammer is feeling confident today. He had posted the fastest times in training. Normally, the town of Garmisch-Partenkirchen lives at a quiet and orderly pace. Now the time is one of anticipation for the week ahead. It is the first time since the 1936 Olympics that this village has seen such excitement. And now, appropriately so, the excitement is displayed during the opening ceremonies at Olympic Stadium. Saturday, January 28th, the World Championships are officially open. It will take millions of dollars, 3 million sheets of paper, and some 16 miles of fencing to aid in the process. But it is more than just numbers. It is a time of intense competition, victory, and defeat. The stage is now set. Because there has been little snow this year, the Army has trucked many tons of it to huge underground storage bins so that it may be hauled up the mountain in case of a major thaw. Ironically, tonight it begins to snow. Saturday, January 28th, men's downhill. Fresh, heavy snow and poor visibility have combined to make a dangerous sport all that more perilous. The racer's memory, etched with every gate, every bump and every turn, flashes before him during the final inspection before race time. It is the ultimate concentration for what is always the ultimate test. snow and fog was not enough to dampen the spirits of over 50,000 spectators. A national newspaper reads, "High noon, die Kaiser." The showdown is near for Clamor. Even so, Clamor was not without partisans. By 12 noon race time, the weather conditions were changing every 5 minutes. The further one went up the course, the thicker the fog became. At the start, Joseph Valker's red suit is barely visible. Valker has beaten Clamor in the last 2 World Cup downhills, run on the world's most difficult track, the Hahnenkamm in Kitzbühel. Valker would beat Clamor again today and take first place. Clamor, starting in the number 10 position, saw less of the course than Valker. He finishes a disappointing 5th. It was at this point in his life that Franz Clamor was contemplating his future. Several months later, he would be quoted as saying, "I want to forget this past season and concentrate on coming years and the gold medal at Lake Placid." West Germany's Michael Weiss, in a white suit, carved an eerie presence on the fog-laden course. He pushed himself into second place among a field of many disappointments. There is a new generation of racers emerging. Vladimir Makiev of the Soviet Union finishes 9th from a starting position of 26th. Vladimir Makiev looks ahead, while Bernard Russi looks back.
Ich glaube ganz eindeutig.
I think first of all I will say that I know exactly that the moment will come to every ski racer, to every sportsman, the moment where he has to decide to retire. And I think that's the right moment for me. I know today all what the sport has done for me. I think it's the most important part of my life. I learned with the sport how to live with it, how to lose, how to win. I think that's what the sport has given to me.
This was Bernard Russi's last race. The end of an illustrious 10-year career. Years of history have been recorded on the frescoes that adorn many of the buildings in Garmisch. Today, the women are training for the downhill. They will soon become a part of history themselves. Tuesday, January 31st, ladies downhill. The snow that started the night before continues. After the Army's unsuccessful attempt to prepare the course, the race jury decides to postpone the event until the following day. Wednesday, February 1st, ladies downhill. Today, the heavy favorite is number 10, Anna Marie Mosier. She holds 26 downhill victories over an amazing 9-year career. She has come back from retirement to try and win again. Irene Epley, the number 11 starter, is close on Mosier's heels. Cindy Nelson, the U.S. hopeful, displays an air of frustration and disappointment that was reflected by most of the field. But in spite of all the disappointments, every racer had hopes that their run might give them victory. It came to Anna Marie Mosier. Irene Epley of West Germany captured the silver. And Switzerland's Doris D'Agostini the bronze. Mosier's goal today adds another notch to her seemingly untouchable record in skiing. She has won more medals and titles than such greats as Jean-Claude Killy, Karl Schranz, Gustavo Toni, Thursday, February 2nd, men's giant slalom. In the first run, Austria's Hans N. performed an amazing feat. At this gate near the top of the course, he lost a pole, and despite this tremendous handicap, displays remarkable determination. He finishes fourth after the first run. Sweden's Ingemar Stenmark and America's Phil Mayer stand 1, 2, respectively, after this first run. Because of Stenmark's fluid and seemingly motionless style, his speed appears deceptively slow. Mayer, on the other hand, with more arm and leg motion, shows a contrasting style. Mayer and Stenmark are part of a new generation of specialists, which Jean-Claude Killy talks about.
The skiers are probably in better physical conditions than ever before because of being specialized. They can devote a lot more time to giant slalom or to downhill, for example. Filmer is very well placed and hopefully will stay in the second place, and with a lot of hard work could come very close to the Swedish. I don't see Stenmark being beaten. He's so good this morning. He was skiing just perfectly, I should say. Even if you are Stenmark, you cannot afford any mistakes.
Men's GS second run. Willy Frommelt of Liechtenstein, the bronze. The silver, Andreas Wenzel, also Liechtenstein. Stenmark. Vladimir Makiev, the surprising ninth place downhill finisher, symbolizes a new group of countries in world-class competition, the Eastern Bloc. His hopes of a combined medal were lost when he fell in the giant slalom. However, his Soviet teammates, Vladimir Andreev and Valery Ziganov, are still in the running for a combined finish. Preparation. Fabienne Serra of France knows that it is a key to any event. Mental, physical, and materials, all called upon during a competition. Serra, here in the first run, posts a fast time of 42 and 58 100ths. To place her currently in second, U.S. hopes ride with Becky Dorsey, number 5. Sixteen-year-old pixie-like Perrine Pelin, also of France, takes over the first run lead. However, it was short-lived, as Austria's Leah Soltner posts the day's fastest run of 41 and 82 100ths. Again, as in all 4 events to date, snow was the subject of the day. Some people stayed warm and dry by watching from a different vantage point. West Germany's Pamela Beer, second after the first run, holds on in the second run to take the silver medal. Leah Soltner gives Austria its 3rd gold medal after 4 of the 6 events. Saturday, February 4th, Ladies Giant Slalom. For the West German contingent of supporters, today's hopes would be with number 9, Maria Epley. She also has a sister, Irene, running number 26. Maria led the field after the first seed of 15 had run. Number 10, Lisa Marie Moreau of Switzerland, would be second. Our downhill winner, Anna Marie Mosier, skied herself into a current 3rd position, only to be edged out by number 15, Serra of France. Number 26, Irene Epley, starts in the 2nd seating. Irene is our first run winner. Sister Maria is moved back to 2nd. In the 2nd run, it was Mosier out of the gate first. She captured another medal, this time the bronze. Serra, relaxing a moment too soon, ends up in the 6th position. Lisa Marie Moreau would take the silver. The Epley sister team would have a runoff for the gold. Irene, the first run leader, displays undaunted determination, motivated by a sibling rivalry. However, today was Maria's, a gold medal for her native West Germany. Irene had to settle for fourth. Peter Papengeloff, who at the age of 16 won the Europa Cup, celebrates his 17th birthday at the World Championships. He is Bulgaria's favorite son. It wasn't until the last day of the games that the sun shone on snow-covered trees. Spectators, warmed by the early rays, waited as the racers rehearsed their runs in those final moments before race time. Sunday, February 5th, men's slalom. As Ingemar's supporters watched from the bottom of the slalom course, he stood waiting in the starting gate. There were only these two runs left. The eyes of Stenmark and the rest of the world are on Piero Gross. He will beat Stenmark on this first run. A colorful hang glider heralds in the second run of the men's slalom, the last run of the games. Starting Gross and Stenmark at exactly the same pole on a split screen, we are able to see how Stenmark increases his lead over a given portion of the course. At the first red gate, they are still approximately even. Coming out of the flush, Stenmark begins to show a lead. Stenmark here is visibly past the red pole before Gross. A distinct advantage at the blue. Stenmark is making up the necessary time needed to overtake Gross. The 1978 women's combined gold medal winner and world champion, Anna-Marie Mosier. Hanny Wenzel of Liechtenstein captured the silver. And Fabienne Serra of France, the bronze. In In the men's combined, Pete Patterson gave the U.S. a third-place bronze medal. West Germany's Joseph Perstel won the silver. And Andreas Wenzel of Liechtenstein bested his sister by winning the gold and a world champion title. The Russians, Andreev and Tsiganov, placed 4th and 5th, respectively. As the sun's rays settle on top of the mountain peaks, the town of Garmisch-Partenkirchen begins to settle back into its normal and orderly pace. The setting of the afternoon sun doesn't mark the end of one day, but simply the beginning of another.